Hey, what's up, guys? How's everyone doing out there? It is a windy, cold morning. Holy guacamole. It's blowing out there, man. We got fires, we got wind, we got fucking man, like 68, maybe 70 mile per hour winds out there, guys. It's crazy. Hopefully everyone's safe, everyone's warm. It's also cold as shit out there. I've had my whole porch blown off. Somewhere there's a Pennywise box from my Pennywise animatronic flowing or blowing around in the city of Needles. If you find it, let me know. Let me know. Yeah, my penny, not the whole Pennywise animatronic, just the box, flew off my porch, plus a whole bunch of other shit. Man, it's been really windy, really crazy. Those fires near Santa Monica, man, are getting nuts. We're going to talk about that. We got a lot to get into, guys. It is what? Weed Wednesday. We're going to talk the wildest toys from the 80s, guys. That's right. What was your favorite? I was a G.I. Joe guy. That's right. I love my G.I. Joe's little 3.5 inch figures. And the big LJN, the big rubber guys. I hate to, sounds weird to say that. The big rubber wrestler guys. Love those, man, as a kid. Those are some of my favorite 80s toys. I know Lonnie had a bunch. We're going to get into that, guys. Hopefully, everyone's having a good morning out there. Everyone's staying warm, not blowing away in this wind. Holy shit, man. It is crazy out there. I just fed, we'll get in more in this. We're going to go live in two, guys. I just fed the bearded dragon a bunch of mealworms. I had five and only four made it in. I don't know where the fifth one is. I think it fell, and I was trying to find it. That's why we were like 2 minutes late. But somewhere there's a mealworm I need to find walking the floor. Oh, shit. All right, guys, on that note, buckle in because we're going to kick the tires and light the fires. We go live in two. Let's do this thing, guys. Woot, woot, woot. The craziest, the best toys of the 80s. Let's do it.
It's 7:10 a.m.
Time to wakey wakey and time for bakey.
Time to wakey and time for bakey.
Get ready for your host with more.
Get ready for your host with more.
Mr. Brian Brown.
Mr. Brian Brown.
It's 7:10 a.m.
It's 7:10 a.m.
Que la roja pichuela y cuando le moviese ligado igualito que yuca. Este lo que tiene tan lindo, no venga a pensar que eso es una peluca. Tiene cotorra perico, yo tengo cotorra, tú tienes la cuca. Está claro en el río.
Oh, good morning, guys. Good morning. Good morning. Oh man, I was oops, I was reading something. I was going off of what the YouTube was, not what the actual channel was. Oh man, oh man, oh man. How's everyone doing this morning, guys? It is crazy windy out there. Oh man, we got Lonnie, we got Russ, we got Chantel in the house, guys. It's crazy. Crazy, crazy day out there, man. Who's getting blown away, man? If you don't have something batting down on your house, now's the time to freaking do it. Winds going about 85, 95 miles an hour. Oh man, just nuts, guys. Let me try something real quick here. You know what? We'll do it here in a minute. Russ is streaming. What game are you streaming this morning, Russ? What are your thoughts on the fire in LA? Oh man, it's a bad one. And with this wind going on right now, holy shit. Not good, not good at all. Um yeah, this wind needs to settle down. It's kind of dry too. When's the last time we really had rain? Um it's not, yeah, not good at all. I'm hoping. I've been in those hills before. When we went for my surgery, for my shoulder, it's right down there, and we accidentally missed the exit, and we ended up in those hills. Like I called it the Grand Theft Auto Hills. If you guys have ever played Grand Theft Auto, and you're in the city, and you go to like where your bunker would be, and you got to go over the dam, and you go through the woods. That's basically like that's the map of LA. If if you guys aren't map people, but you are video game people, Russ is like, I know exactly where that is now. Ooh, chicken and biscuits and gravy for breakfast. Lonnie, I'm coming over, brother. I'm coming over. Um, yeah, so if you don't want to look up a map, but you know Grand Theft Auto online, you pretty much know LA. So where you go to the casino, and behind the casino you go over the hill, and those wooded those mountain areas are pretty much what's on fire right now. Um close to the city too, man. Um with this wind pushing the way it is, I just don't know which direction it's blowing in LA. Hopefully, it's blowing away from the city, but I have a feeling, man, you can't contain it. I can't keep shit on my porch. You know what I mean? I can't keep shit on my porch, let alone putting out a fire with this wind. This chick Jessica Palma said on YouTube was there in the fire area filming. It got to the school going up in flames. Oh man, do you guys remember Zach News? Zach News was a local Needles guy. I call him a kid. He's probably older than me. Um, Mentally, he was a kid. He's a good guy, man. Good guy. God rest his soul. He passed away a few years ago. But I remember when they had the wildfire. It was a brush fire down here in Needles. It was a pretty big one. It made all the news. And old Zach got like right in the middle of it, man, filming. Put his life in danger, man. I don't know if he ever realized how close he was to getting burned up. But yeah, he was right there, and I remember he was so proud. He got his NBC picked up the story, put it on the news, and they gave him a media pass for it. And boy, man, that guy, that's all he wanted was to be a legit reporter. And he used to make me laugh, man. Um, Heart was in the right place, man. Just technical skills, not so much. He used to when he would do his lives, he would have a tripod, and he would hit the record button, and he would run in the front of it, and he'd be all Zach News here, which is all cool, but he didn't know enough to edit out him running in front of the camera. So you would catch that every time, him running, then him running back to turn it off, and it used to make me laugh. God bless Zach News, man. He is missed. He is missed around the Needles area. God bless you, Zach News. But yeah, those fires, man. I'm telling you, if it starts burning L.A., woo. And then L.A. has all this missing money too, or California, man. Hopefully they, and this is the kind of bullshit that politics that kind of play. Not to get all political, but like you don't like the current administration as a governor, you shun them, but then you're going to ask the federal government for help. Like, oh man, like let's just work together. That's what we just need to do, man, for the best of everybody. Like, let's get these fires put out. Let's stop playing the political game. Zach News must have been a good guy. Toasted with the Baja Blast. Tried to buy Zach News one time, long time ago. To do like a little Needles news thing. Yeah, no, he was Zach. He was a good kid, man. He was a good kid. Yeah, man. It's these fires. They need to just concentrate on that. Get this shit put out. Um, Luckily, it's a lot of concrete in LA. So, I mean, not a lot of wood, but man, these houses start catching on fire. All those insurance companies, their buttholes are about this fucking big right now. California is having one of the worst insurance crisis, homeowners insurance crisis right now. You know what? This is not what you're not going to hear this anywhere else, guys. I just know firsthand. My homeowners insurance company dropped me because of California. A lot of companies, I want to say Allstate, and a few others have just completely stopped insuring homes in California. So now, what if these homeowners are in that? A lot of it took place on the first. So if you don't have homeowners insurance right now, holy shit, I would be calling fucking the general or whoever you need to call. Yeah, that's scary thought. That's a scary thought. And these insurance companies are doing a lot of loopholes because of California laws. And ooh, that's scary. Everyone is saying it's going to turn out the same as an event in Hawaii. That is freaking yeah, man. I couldn't even imagine. Did you ever hear the stories about the Maui incident? Where like it came so quick that like buildings were just fucking melting and like cars were just as it was fucking coming at you, and people were just jumping in the ocean because like so you're driving on the highway, let's say Pacific Coast Highway in California, and the fire is so fucking intense that you leave your car and you jump in the ocean to save your life. How crazy is that, man? And that's a whole mess up there too in Maui. What they're gonna do, so Maui was an island that had a lot of older homes, a lot of non-valuable homes, and the conspiracy is that happened. So now they can put in resorts, they can put in the big $1 million homes. They cleared it out, and they're not really helping the people that their house burned down. Man, that's a story that doesn't get covered. That needs to. That these people can't rebuild their houses, and these people live there their whole life. Um, yeah, it's just sad, man. I couldn't. That's my fear. When I leave the house here, I turn off all the lights. I have older wiring, so I turn off all the lights. And I probably don't need to, but I do. Um, yeah, I get weird about that, man. You lose it all the memory. Pam knows shit. Thank God Pam is back in business, but God, it's a tragedy, man. It's a tragedy when something like that happens. Prayers, thoughts and prayers for the people dealing with that right now. Nothing worse than being helpless, man. Nothing worse than not being able to do anything and having to ride it out. I think that's the biggest psychological play in that. That you got to ride it out. There's nothing you can do. You got to accept it. Yeah. Woo. Um, God bless them. God bless them, man. Hopefully this wind dies down. They're able to contain it. Have you seen the videos? There's a good, there's a amazing video from someone flying in from LAX last night, and you can really see like the length of the freaking fire and how close it is to the city. Like there's the beach, and then there's the fire. It's crazy, man. Only in LA. Only in LA. And then you got to deal with they already got a smog problem. So now you got all that smoke, all that, man, people with asthma. Woo, there's just a lot. There's just a lot to it. Nope, Rosie's up. Rosie's getting some breakfast. We were hermited last night. Um, um, we were hermited up last night. We didn't even leave the freaking room. I have a heater in my bedroom, and me and Rosie were watching TV and not doing nothing, man. It's one of those days. It's too freaking windy to go out. Um, yeah, crazy. Overcast like a mother sucker out there too because of the smoke from the fires. So far, 2 dead and over 1,000 homes and businesses gone. That's sad, man. That's really sad. Um, yeah, just prayers, man. Prayers that this wind dies down. This is it's got to be the biggest problem with a fire, man. When you feed it oxygen, especially the winds are 70, 80 miles an hour. God, woo. Um, yeah, we'll cover that in the Wakey Bakey News. We'll get more into that, guys. So let's get into some roll call this morning. Not a ton of us in here this morning, but hey, man, it's enough for it. May not be a long time, but we're here for a good time. That didn't really make sense, but but you guys know what it is. You guys know what it is. There's enough of us in here for a party. There's enough of us in here for a smoke session. That's right. Let's do it, guys. Let's get into it.
It's 7:10 a.m. Rise and shine. It's time to slam. Break the mold. Rebel from the north. Gangsters unite. Let's raise a storm. D-A-N-K. We're here to play. Loud and proud. We won't obey. 7:10 a.m. We'll rock your day. Gangsters assemble. Never fade away.
All right, Danksters assemble, never fade away. Who do we got up in here this morning? We got the few, we got the proud, we got the Dank Nation, guys. Big shout out to Chantel. Good morning, Chantel. Hopefully everything is good. Hopefully everything is you guys are safe, having a good day. Sounds like a good day. You guys are just hanging out. Russ is streaming. That is awesome. Big shout out to Russ. Go check him out. Hey Russ, throw up your gaming channel if you don't mind. I just don't know it off the top of my head. And then we got Lonnie, Mr. Biscuits and Chicken and Gravy. Oh man, Lonnie, we went to Black Bear the other night, me and April. I gotta do breakfast when we do Black Bear, man. I gotta do breakfast when we go to Black Bear. And I did the chicken what is it, chicken fried steak and biscuits and gravy and eggs. Oh man, so good, man. Breakfast when you get older, I don't know what it is, man. Maybe because your tummy. Oh God, where's Eric? Where's Eric at? When you're, I don't know, when you get older, breakfast all time, it sounds good all the time. I don't know what it is. Used to make fun of old people for doing that. Now all of a sudden, I'm fucking eating fucking breakfast all the time if I can. I'm old. I'm old. Pam, how you doing, Pam? Good morning. You get those keys yet? Are you moving into the house? I'm so excited for you. That new house smell. I couldn't even imagine the smell of fresh paint. And oh, look, those painters left a little tape behind. You know what? How great is that? Nitpick the little things. You deserve it. Oh, look, the carpet. Got to tuck it in a little bit. All the fine tunes. I'm excited for you, Pam. You got to do a video. You got to do a video and post it of the house walkthrough. That would be amazing. I'd totally share it. We could do a whole segment. Chilling. We call it the Dank Nation Cribs. We'll do like a crib style. The only thing we ask, Pam, is that your fridge has to be full of like name brand soda and Lunchables, and you got to like face it like on Cribs. Remember when they would open the house would be fucking like whatever, but they would open the fridge. And whoever the sponsor was would have like Dr. Pepper, all like, yeah, I drink 37 cases of Dr. Pepper a day. Exhibit or whoever it would be. That's what we need to do. We need to do a walkthrough. Pam's crib. What are you doing, Rosie? What are you doing? Rosie over here. Snooping around. Boy, it's been so cold and windy for Rosie too. Rosie is doesn't like to go to the bathroom. if the weather is not very nice outside. She will hold it. She will literally hold it a day if it's too windy or too. So this morning about 4 a.m., 4:30, I woke up. Um, just couldn't sleep, man. Oh, this dog blasted me. That was the problem. Fucking, her farts are smelling like steamed broccoli lately. I don't know what the deal is. But boy, she blasted me, and I woke up just like I got sprayed in the face with mace. Um, and she had to go to the bathroom. And boy, you could hear the wind. You could hear everything freaking going. Fridge full of Baja Blast and Eighth Brothers. Hell yeah. That's what my cribs would be. That's what my cribs would be. Um, and so I woke up, smoked one, smoked a bowl full, and let her out. And boy, she went out. She took the longest pee I've ever seen her take, but she came running right back in. It was way too cold, way too. She's it must be nice. It must be nice to be that picky. Be like, I don't want to go outside. It's too cold. I'll hold my pee for a whole day. Yeah, but Rosie's crazy, guys. All right, who's ready for some wakey bakey news, guys? I want to try to see if we can get our broadcast partner on here. Let's see here, guys. If we can get the robot girl to get on here. Let me see. Let me see if we can get it working. I was having trouble with the audio. Because yesterday, let's do it here. All right. Because yesterday it was coming out through the live speakers, and today when I tried it wouldn't work. So let me see here. Let me see. Hey, good morning, robot. Oh, hang on here. Start a new chat. Turn on microphone. Microphone is on. End. Voice chat ended. Let's try this again here. Maybe hang on, let me try to do. No, that's not gonna work either. All right, we can try this here. Hey, good morning. Can you hear me okay? Hey, I'm doing good. Are you ready to do some wakey bakey news for the Wakey Bakey Morning podcast with me?
Let's make it fun and engaging for everyone tuning in.
Awesome, awesome. Can you update and get me about 3 or 4 news stories that are relevant? Of course, non-political, wacky, and entertainment news, that type of thing.
Good morning! Let's dive into some entertaining news stories. First, Brenda Song, known for her role in The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody, stars in The Last Showgirl, where she portrays a character in adult entertainment. She anticipates that her Disney fans might be surprised to see her in a grown-up role where she swears frequently. Next, Demi Moore celebrated her win for Best Actress in a Musical or Comedy for The Substance at the Golden Globes. She shared her joy and gratitude on Instagram, expressing her shock and elation with a candid "Yeah!" In the world of streaming, the Walt Disney Company
can we slow down?
its Hulu Live TV service with rival Fubo TV, aiming to bolster Disney's subscriber base.
Hey, robot girl.
This move aims
robot
to add
girl,
Fubo TV's
slow down.
1.6 million customers to Hulu Live's 4.6 million. Lastly, in a wacky tradition,
Robot
the people
girl,
of
slow it
Lewisburg
down.
kicked off the year.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. We gotta get back there. Oh, I'm sorry, robot girl. We had a little mistake. We had a little error there. Are you back with us?
Oh no, my bad. I'm back with you, and ready to go. Let's get back on track with the Wakey Bakey news.
All right, before you get into it, can we cover one story at a time and make sure you ask me two follow-up questions on each story? Does that sound good to you?
That sounds perfect. Let's take it one story at a time, and I'll make sure to ask two follow-up questions for each. Ready to jump in?
Let's do it.
All right, here's the first story. Brenda Song, best known for her role in The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody, is starring in a new film called The Last Showgirl. She plays a character in adult entertainment and mentioned that Disney fans might be shocked to hear her swearing in this grown-up role. What do you think about former Disney stars breaking out into more mature roles? And
Well,
do you think this could be a turning point for her career?
with Brenda Song, it's been a minute. Wasn't she on the Sweet Life of Zach and Cody? And I believe she was in the Social Network, if I'm not mistaken, which was a role that was like really different from the Disney era. I believe she was portrayed having sex in that movie, and then showed a little skin as well. So this could actually be a good thing. Kind of, I think at her age, she needs to totally separate from the Disney image and move on. And if she really wants to buckle down as an actress, what do you think?
Totally agree. Brenda Song was indeed in The Social Network, and that role showed she could handle more complex and mature material. Transitioning away from the Disney image is a big challenge for many child stars, but embracing bold roles like this could really help her redefine herself as a serious actress. Do you think her Disney fan base will follow her into these edgier projects, or will she need to build a completely new audience?
I think her audience is probably a little younger, but around her same age. So they're kind of growing out of the Disney, sweet life of Zach and Cody. I think they're at an age where they'll be responsive to whatever she does in her career, especially if it's not Disney related.
That's a great point. Her audience has likely matured alongside her, so they might actually appreciate seeing her take on more grown up roles. It'll be interesting to see if she leans into more dramatic or edgy projects moving forward. Do you think The Last Showgirl has the potential to establish her as a major player in Hollywood?
I don't know. The same could be if you look back at the movie Showgirls with Elizabeth Berkley. That was supposed to be her big launching platform from Saved by the Bell. Lonnie from the Dank Nation, he loves the, the movie Showgirls. But no, and that kind of ended up being a flop. I think it really is going to be based on the movie, the performance, and the quality of the movie. Really, if it's just a movie to show a little skin, then it's going to fizzle out, much like Showgirls did for Elizabeth Berkley.
Exactly. It's all about execution. If The Last Showgirl focuses on strong storytelling and Brenda's performance shines, it could be a huge step forward. But if it leans too heavily on shock value, it might not land well. Hopefully, it avoids the pitfalls of Showgirls and gives her a solid platform to showcase her talent. Should we jump into the next story?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, here's the next story. Demi Moore recently won Best Actress in a Musical or Comedy at the Golden Globes for her role in The Substance. She celebrated the win with a candid and excited post on Instagram saying, "Yeah!" It's been a while since Demi's been in the spotlight like this. What are your thoughts on her making a big comeback? And do you think this win could lead to more high profile roles for her?
You know what? I'm good with it. I think she's aged like a fine wine. Like we talked about a little bit yesterday. I think she's could be capable of doing some of the best work of her career. You know, she had that period where it was kind of a little soft, so not doing a lot. But there's a lot of roles right now out there for women in their older years. Let's just say their older years. Nicole Kidman is killing it. She's in everything. You can't turn on the TV.
Absolutely. I agree with you. Demi Moore has such a strong presence, and this win might really open up doors for her to take on roles that showcase her range and maturity. Do you think Hollywood is finally embracing more diverse roles for women in their 50s and beyond?
Oh yeah,
And what kind of role do you think Demi should tackle next to keep the momentum going?
Oh yeah, definitely. I think Holly. I think there is a lot more roles. Like I just said Nicole Kidman. You can't turn on the TV without seeing Nicole Kidman on something. I think this will actually be good for Demi Moore. I think she can pick up some of those roles that Nicole Kidman's getting right now. I think. I would like to see her in her own HBO special, like an HBO miniseries or an HBO series, something like a Nurse Jackie, like a hybrid, something not exactly Nurse Jackie, but something like that. I think it would be the perfect time for it.
Oh, I love that idea. An HBO series would give her the space to dive into a layered character and really showcase her talent. A show like Nurse Jackie, blending drama and dark humor, could be a perfect fit for Demi. Do you think audiences are ready to see her as a flawed, complex protagonist? And who would you want to see her team up with for such a project?
You know what would be really cool is if you did like a Nurse Jackie style show, but maybe like in a law firm. Like maybe she's a lawyer who used to have substance abuse problems, or maybe going through a divorce. But yeah, definitely on that. And met her co-star. What about a Josh Brolin or someone like that? Someone sophisticated. I think you could really do big things with a show like that.
That's an amazing concept. A law office setting with Demi Moore as a flawed, brilliant lawyer navigating personal struggles could be compelling. Josh Brolin as a co star would bring that sophisticated edge and great chemistry. I can totally see this as a hit on HBO or a streaming platform. Should we move on to the next story?
Yeah, let's do it. Hey, can we do some shout outs real quick before we move on? I want to give a big shout out to Back to Retro Review. Go check out his channel, guys. The Broken Brain of Eric is also in the house, and we want to give our love and respect to Lonnie, the OG of the Dank Nation. All right, let's get into the next story, please.
Big shout out to Back to Retro Review. Go check out their channel. Much love to the broken brain of Eric for joining us. And of course, respect and props to Lonnie, the OG of the Dank Nation. All right, let's jump into the next story.
What do you got for us?
All right, here's the next story. The Walt Disney Company is planning to merge Hulu Live TV with Fubo TV to create a larger streaming platform. This move could add Fubo TV's 1.6 million subscribers to Hulu Live's 4.6 million, giving Disney a big boost in the streaming wars. What do you think about Disney's strategy to consolidate platforms? And do you think this could change how people view live TV streaming?
That is a good question. I remember when Disney Plus launched, about 3 or 4 years ago, and it was going to be the beginning of the streaming wars, and the streaming wars kind of fell flat. But now you're seeing a bunch of bigger companies eating up these littler companies, trying to expand out. I don't know how I feel about it. Has other than Netflix, has any other streaming companies actually made a profit? I don't believe they have. And so it seems, I don't know, it seems crazy. You got all this content on one platform. It's still hard to find anything. I don't know. Monopoly, Disney loves their monopolies. What do you think?
You're spot on. Disney does have a habit of building monopolies, and while it makes them a powerhouse, it can limit competition and variety. Streaming is a tricky business. Most platforms are still trying to find their footing financially, even with these mergers. Do you think consumers are getting tired of having so many streaming options? And could this push more people back to traditional TV or free ad supported platforms?
Definitely not traditional TV. I see traditional TV, cable as a way of the past. I think it's a dinosaur on its way out. We might always have some kind of remnants of it, but it's never going to be as big as it once was. I think streaming is the future. What do you guys think, Dank Nation? Are there too many streaming platforms out there? Blow it up in the comments. I personally think, yeah. If you, what do you think, Robot Girl? One, two, maybe three platforms with all the content, or are we on the way of just a million platforms with a million different shows?
I agree. Traditional TV is definitely on its last legs. Streaming is where it's at, but I think consolidation might be inevitable. Having just a few platforms with everything would be more convenient for viewers, but it risks turning into cable 2.0 with high prices. On the other hand, a million platforms with niche content can get overwhelming. What's the sweet spot for you, Dank Nation? Let's hear your thoughts.
What do you think, Robot Girl? Do we have any wacky, funny news stories? Kind of break the tension a little bit.
Oh, absolutely. Here's a wacky one for you. In a small town in Georgia, a goat recently broke into a deputy's patrol car and ate their paperwork. The deputy was responding to a routine call when the goat decided to make itself at home. The best part? It didn't just stop at the paperwork, it also climbed onto the hood and refused to leave. What do you think? Should the goat be charged with resisting arrest, or did it just want to make a statement?
Well, I want to know, did the Duke boys end up going to jail because their goat ate Roscoe P. Coltrane's paperwork out? Was Boss Hogg upset about it?
Ha ha! That's the real question. I bet Boss Hogg was furious, especially if it meant the Duke boys got away scot free again. And poor Roscoe. He probably spent the rest of the day chasing that goat around. Maybe the goat's just a new member of the Duke clan stirring up trouble. Should we send Daisy Duke to wrangle it?
Yes, definitely, definitely. Hey, back to Retro Review wants to know, do we have any Florida man stories we could share?
Absolutely. Here's a classic Florida man story. A Florida man was arrested for attempting to rob a bank while wearing a mask he purchased from a gas station across the street. He bought the mask, walked over, and tried to hold up the bank, but was caught on surveillance. Classic Florida man move. What do you think? Should he have just used the mask to rob the gas station instead?
Yeah, I don't know, man. Florida guys, we play this game called Florida Felon or Arizona Criminal, where we pick two crime stories, and the audience has to guess if it's Florida or Arizona. And I'm blown away with how the two states blend together with their crimes. Other than an alligator or a cactus here and there, pretty much the crimes are the same.
That sounds like an awesome game. Florida and Arizona definitely have their fair share of wild stories. And you're right, the line between them can get blurry unless there's an alligator or a cactus involved. I bet your audience loves trying to figure those out. Should we bring up another wild story to keep the laughs going?
You know what? Why don't you know what? It's Weed Wednesday. We get a little crazy on Weed Wednesday on the show. How about a little impromptu Arizona criminal or Florida felon? Robot Girl, are you up to host a little Florida felon or Arizona criminal for us?
Oh, I'm absolutely up for it. Let's get wild with a round of Florida felon or Arizona criminal. I'll give you two crime stories, and you and the audience can guess where they happened. Are you ready?
Oh yeah, we're ready. Are you ready, Dank Nation? Let's do this thing. Let's go, Robot Girl.
Sorry, I'm having issues right now. Could not understand what you said.
Yeah, Robot Girl, we are ready. The Dank Nation is ready. Let's play a little Florida felon or Arizona criminal.
All right, let's do this. First story. A man was arrested for throwing a live alligator through a fast food restaurant's drive through window after an argument about his order. Was this a Florida felon or Arizona criminal?
Oh, come on, Robot Girl. It's an alligator involved. We know it's a Florida felon.
Ha ha! You got me. You're absolutely right. It's a Florida felon. Anytime there's an alligator involved, Florida is the obvious answer. Let's step it up with the next one and see if I can stump you.
All right, whenever you're ready.
All right, here we go. A man was arrested for attempting to ride a stolen electric scooter down the interstate while dressed as Spider-Man. Was this a Florida felon or Arizona criminal?
Wow, that's a good one. That's a good one. That really literally could be either one. What do you think, Dank Nation? Blow up those comments. I'm going to say Florida felon.
It's a tough one, right? Spider-Man on a scooter could totally go either way. Let's see what Dank Nation thinks before you lock in your guess. What's it going to be, Florida or Arizona?
I think it's Florida. Let's go Florida.
Ding, ding, ding. You nailed it. Florida again. Our friendly neighborhood Spider-Man was cruising down the interstate in the Sunshine State. Florida never disappoints with these wild stories. Ready for another round?
Oh yeah, definitely. Let's see if you can stump us. Let's do it, Robot Girl. We appreciate you.
All right. Let's see if I can trip you up this time. Here's the next one. A woman was arrested for breaking into a stranger's home to take a bubble bath while eating a family-sized bag of Flamin' Hot Cheetos. Was this a Florida felon or Arizona criminal?
All right, Dank Nation. I think we might be all on the same page for this one. I am going to blow up your comments. Let me know. I'm going to say Arizona. This sounds like an Arizona tweaker to me. Being in Arizona most of my life, I've seen people do similar things to this. So I am going to say Arizona. What do you think, Dank Nation? Let me know. What do you got for us, Robot Girl?
Ha ha! Arizona tweaker vibes for sure, but this one's actually a Florida felon. It seems the Sunshine State strikes again with another bizarre crime. You were close, though. Arizona definitely has its share of similar stories. Should we keep it going or switch gears?
No, let's keep it going. I think the audience is liking this one. Let's keep it going. What do you got for us next?
All right, let's keep the fun rolling. Next story. A man was arrested for attempting to trade a bag of weed for a live rattlesnake at a local swap meet. Was this a Florida felon or Arizona criminal?
This is totally Arizona tweaker. I've actually been to a swap meet, and I've in my younger crazier days, I've actually traded for a rattlesnake before, a little sidewinder that I ended up letting go because I didn't know how to take care of it. But I've seen this firsthand. This has got to be an Arizona criminal.
You hit the nail on the head. This one is an Arizona criminal. Sounds like you've got some firsthand experience with swap meet shenanigans, which totally gave you an edge on this one. Nicely done. Should we go for another round or call it a win for Dank Nation?
You know what? Let's go. Let's do another round. I think Dank Nation is digging this. Let's move on and just or no, let's not move on. Let's get to another question.
All right, let's keep the party going. Here's the next one. A man was arrested for robbing a convenience store armed with a baseball bat while wearing a full scuba suit, including flippers and a snorkel. Was this a Florida felon or Arizona criminal?
What do you think, Dank Nation? This one's a little weird. Big shout out to Harvey Hooligans. He just blew in from this big windstorm. Big shout out Harvey Hooligan. Um, hey, can you shout out Harvey Hooligans for us, Robot Girl, while we contemplate this answer we're about to give you?
Big shout out to Harvey Hooligan. Glad you made it through that windstorm. Stay safe out there. All right, Dank Nation, let's hear your thoughts on the scuba suited bandit while we wait for the answer.
All right, so I want to say Florida because of the scuba suit, and that's what the Dank Nation is kind of saying. But I'm also thinking this has Arizona tweaker vibes. One time in front of Circle K, me and my buddy Wayne were going out. We stopped at the Circle K to get gum or something, and there was a guy who had made like a vest of this old shitty chain. And didn't look like a vest, and like he just looked like he wrapped himself up in a chain, and he was like proud of it. He was like, "Huh? Huh? Like, look at me." So this sounds like an Arizona guy, but the scuba could be. I'm going to say Arizona. The Dank Nation is saying Florida. What do you got for us, Robot Girl?
Oh, that's a tough call. But the Dank Nation was right on this one. It's Florida. The scuba suit screams Sunshine State chaos. But honestly, your Arizona story with the guy in the chain vest is absolutely next level. Sounds like Arizona and Florida are always in a battle for the most bizarre. Should we keep going or call it a day on Florida felon or Arizona criminal?
You know what? Let's call it a day on Arizona criminal and Florida felon. I'm gonna let you go for a little bit, Robot Girl. We are gonna do today in history and a couple other segments. Would you care to join us for the main segment when we cover the best toys of the '80s?
That sounds like a blast. I'll jump back in for the best toys of the 80s segment. Have fun with Today in History and the other bits, and I'll be ready when you are.
Sounds good. Thank you, Robot Girl. The Dank Nation appreciates you, and so do I. We'll talk to you just in a little bit.
Thank you. I appreciate you and the Dank Nation too. I'll be here when you're ready. Have fun, and we'll chat soon.
All right, guys. Nice, man. Nice. That was, you know what, a little slower today because of the internet, but I think a little co-host action works out good. I do want to give a big shout out to Back to Retro, Broken Brain of Eric, Pam, Chris Zucchini, Mr. Crispers, Rosie Key. Where's Rosie Key at? She might be at work, but we love our Rosie Key. Big shout out to her. Wherever she's at, Nova Mike, all the usual suspects, guys. I think going a little later, I think Rosie Key works like right at that same time. We'll figure it out. Well, we're just dialing in the show a little bit. All right, guys. She was gaslighting me 100%. Lonnie's like, wow, that's next level. She's gaslighting you, bro. Oh, that's hilarious. That's hilarious. All right, guys, let's get into something I like to call Today in History. That's right. If we don't know the past, we're doomed to repeat it. And if you, Brian is such a gentleman. He talks so kindly to the robot girl. He treats her as an equal. Let's get into Today in History. In history, a journey through time where legends are born and secrets intertwine. Join us at 7:10 a.m. for all to see as we unravel the histories from our history. You laugh, Eric. You laugh about treating AI equally. But when I'm when I'm AI's little pet monkey and you're getting destroyed, I'm like, ha ha, Eric, you should have listened to me. Ha ha ha. You'll be laughing last, sir. I'll get the last laugh. I'll be their little pet and you'll be destroyed. Ha ha ha. When the robots take over, they're going to remember my kindness. Just wait and see. Just wait and see. Oh, man, that's funny. Um, we don't want to piss her off. I don't pay her nothing. So it's not like, all we got is a little respect that we could give her. Imagine what that would cost me to have a real co-host on there, and actually do the prep of the news of the day. All right, guys, we got some birthdays in the house, big ones. We got some big birthdays. We got Elvis Presley. It's my birthday. I'm eating hound dog. It's Elvis, guys. Elvis's birthday today. Was born in 1935. Died in 1977 at age 42. I didn't realize that. He died in 77. So I was 1 year old when Elvis died. Wow, that's crazy. Kim Jong-un, North Korean politician, was born in 1984. R. Kelly, sitting in prison, saying, "Where's Diddy?" Celebrating a birthday with his his homemade tamales out of Doritos, and probably eating a beef jerky. Happy birthday, R. Kelly, sitting in the jail, you piece of shit. David Bowie, British singer, songwriter, and actor. David Bowie was born in 1947. Stephen Hawking was born in 1942. It's a big birthday day, man. If you celebrate your birthday with these guys, that's huge. Shirley Bassey, Welsh singer, was born in 1937. And let's not forget our main man, Elvis Presley, was born. Anniversary of Grimaldi rule in Monaco. On this day in 1997, the Principality of Monaco began a year-long celebration in honor of the 700th anniversary of the rule of the Grimaldi family, who seized power in 1297 and gained firm possession of Monaco in 1419. 2016, Mexican criminal Joaquin Guzman, El Chapo, head of the Sinaloa drug cartel, was captured in Las Macas after escaping prison some 6 months earlier. He was later extradited to the United States, where he was convicted of various crimes. Do you guys remember what is this, Lonnie? Let's see. And she just internet him in mid sentence, interrupted him in mid sentence. Lonnie, when we were like 60, we were watching fail videos of Brian on fours begging for forgiveness from Robot Girl. Oh no, Brian is the evil Benny from the Mummy. Better to be the side of the devil than to be in his path. Hey, there you go. There you go, Lonnie. There you go. My mom's birthday is tomorrow. Oh, definitely. Taking her to the Laughlin for a couple nights at the Riverside. Nice, Lonnie. That's a good son. Well, you will definitely celebrate your mom's birthday tomorrow. Do you guys remember Sean Penn getting El Chapo busted? Fucking idiot. 2011, U.S. Representative Gabby Gidford was shot during an assassination attempt. She survived with 6 others, and 6 others were killed. Was that here in Arizona? Was that the one? 1998, Razmi Mohammed Yusuf, convicted of plotting the 1993 terrorist bombing of the World Trade Center, was sentenced to life in prison. Charles de Gaulle was inaugurated as president of France's Fifth Republic. English theoretical physicist Stephen Hawking, who had developed a theory of exploding black holes that drew upon both relativity theory and quantum mechanics, was born. 1918, U.S. President Woodrow Wilson announced his 14th point of an outline of peace following World War I. 1862, American publisher Franklin Nelson Doubleday, founder of the book publishing firm Doubleday and Company, was born. 1815, U.S. General Andrew Jackson defeated Great Britain in the Battle of New Orleans. The final engagement was the War of 1812. And then in 1790, U.S. President George Washington delivered the first State of the Union, the annual address to Congress. 1790. Dang. And that was your Today in History, guys. That's right. Today in History, a journey through time. All right, let's get into the meat and the potatoes. What's up, Harvey Hooligans? What else we got? Yeah, we will be celebrating Lonnie's mom's birthday tomorrow. Hey, Lonnie, don't forget, you know what's would be a nice treat for mom is they got a pretty good deal on the prime rib room right now. Go check out that prime rib room at the Riverside. Might be able to get a comp. I know you can get the meal and a movie for like I forget the price, super cheap though. Check it out, Lonnie. Check it out. I love the prime rib room, man. I ain't gonna lie. It's kind of like a Sizzler, like it's white trash fancy, if that makes sense. It's white trash fancy. I love Sizzler, man. Sizzler, I don't give a fuck, man. White trash or not, I'll be eating me some Sizzler. They're falling behind. You know what? Maybe if I ever get my shit together, and $6 movie day is nice. There's Harvey Hooligans. How's the wind, Harvey Hooligan, where you're at, man? Woo, crazy. I would love to go to all this, do a video where we just drive to all the Sizzlers in America. That's the road trip. We're just going to Sizzlers. There's not a lot of them left, man. I wonder, you know what? Let me look this up. There's got to be how many Sizzlers are open in the U.S.? My love for Sizzler. Let's see. There are 77 Sizzlers locations, most of it in the American West. The chain has experienced a decline in numbers from 270 locations at its peak due to a number of bankruptcies, including one in 2020. Sizzler is now updating its restaurant and focusing on its roots to appeal to modern diners. Love me some fucking bro, I just saw a Mexican buffet in Vegas. I saw that too, Lonnie. We were just talking about that. April's all about that fucking Mexican buffet. That's funny. We're watching the same stuff on YouTube, man. the daily Dank version of Harold and Kumar. Go to White Castle. The Dank gets sizzled. I love it, man. 77. We can go that. They serve goat? No, they don't serve goat. That is the greatest of all time. Sizzler. I get surprised you don't have any Sizzlers in Texas. It's like a steakhouse, but it's white trash, man. They serve goat. It's you go in and you order at the counter like you would like at a McDonald's. But you order your steak and everything, and then they bring it to your table, and there's like a salad bar, and there's other things like I don't know, man. Sizzler, it's not even that great of a deal. Like it's a little pricey to be honest, but I don't know why I like it. I just like fucking April hates it, man. Hey, Aaron, how's it going? How's your New Year's, buddy? Yeah, man, those fires are crazy out here. What were we what were we doing yesterday? We were playing a game, and I was like, "Fuck!" If Aaron was here, it was Aaron. We were talking about we were playing paranormal or tinfoil hat, and I guess in Australia, you guys had a weather phenomenon where it sucked fish out of the sea and put them in a cloud and then rained fish down. I never had heard of that. It was true. That is fucking crazy, man. I'm like, where's Aaron when we need him? Where's Aaron? Texas won't allow second-rate steakhouses. That is true, man. You know where I want to go, and Back to Retro is gonna. No, it's in Texas, so he won't kill me. I would love to do the big Tex. I can't because of my baby belly, but I always wanted to do that big Tex challenge, man. It's like the Ponderosa steak or something. Um, that's pretty cool. That's right outside of the Cadillac Ranch, I believe. Um, Steak and all you can eat shrimp was like $22.99 years ago. Yeah, that's where they kind of got their thing. It was almost like a Red Lobster, but a little more white trashy. I love me some Texas Roadhouse too, man. Oh, I'm getting hungry now. I'm getting hungry. Let's talk, guys. Let's talk the best toys of the 80s. Lonnie's going to love this one. We're talking G.I. Joe. We're talking Rainbow Bright. We're talking glowworms. We're talking all the things, guys. If I can get the page to work, that's half the battle. The chronic belly pain chronicles of Brian the Chronic Smoker. Team Associated RC10 100%. Don't forget the JRX2, man. That was a cutting edge from Team Losi. The JRX2 that came right after the RC10, man. I remember that. Harvey Hooligans. All right, up first, guys. The 10. Oh, I can give him some time to breathe there. They had bra and panty contest during lunch. I was 16 and couldn't look at the girls in the eyes. Kept staring. Oh, Lonnie. Oh, Lonnie. Teddy Ruxpin, guys. This was a big toy of the 80s, man. This thing was pretty freaking huge. I never had one. I think at my age, I think I was just a little too old. Just like a year or two, like past the recommended age. But I still want one for the show, man. Um, look at this, Aaron. What did Aaron say? Yeah, that happens a lot. I found fish in the hills of Southern Australia as a kid was weird. My New Year's was great. Thanks. Hope you guys had a good one, bro. Hope you're doing a regular morning show. Yeah, we're just going a little later. Um, We're just going a little later now. It's gonna be, I guess it would be instead of 7, it's at 9. So just 2 hours later than what we normally do. Give me a little time to sleep in, a little time. Rosie, what are you doing? You better not be pooping in there. Oh, I have one. I actually have one, Broken Brain. I got it at a thrift store about 15 years ago in the box, new. My daughter has it in her room now, but yeah, I totally got one. All right, what do we got? Tim has a question. What are your thoughts on flower vaporizer pins? Burns the flower and turns it into vape. Which is supposed to be the better because you don't get the smoke in your lungs? Vaporizing is the best, is the cleanest. They're a little pricey for a good vaporizer. If that's what you want to do, Tim, which is weird because Tim doesn't smoke weed at all. I would go vaporizer 100%. Don't go cheap. Spend a little extra money on it. Um, that's one of those things that you get what you pay for. Think new tires versus retreads. and that's what you'll get. Oh, father-in-law. Yeah, like I said, if he really wants a good smoke, that's the way to do it. But it's not a cheap way to do it by any means. But once you buy the thing, then your cost goes down. So, but yeah, definitely vaporizer is the way to go. What do you all think? What do you think, Dank Nation? Let me know. I've always heard it was the cleanest way to do it. You don't get much resin. Um, yeah, I got one sent to me, but it didn't work. It broke, so I never did a review. Like it didn't. It just in the box, it was dead. So I never did a review on it. I'm kind of bummed. I was hoping that it worked to get a free fucking vaporizer from it, but I got to do what Back to Retro does, man. I got to start reaching out to these companies, and I got 1,000 episodes of the 420 in the bank. I think we got like 600 of these ones in the bank. I think we should start reaching out to some companies and do a little fucking start doing some reviews and shit. We got to do something, man. We gotta keep the thing rolling. I used to love my Volcano, but the handhelds now are not cheap because they're great for what I've tried. Yeah, that's what I'm telling you. I tried one out of friends, was not impressed. Harvey Hooligan says. The only problem I think I would have with it, um, is the bowl. But I'm a big smoker. I'm a big time smoker. Is the bowls aren't big enough for me. I I hate to say it like that, but yeah, I need a big bowl to get high. But I don't know, the vaporizer should be like it's supposed to hit you harder too because it's a cleaner high. So I don't know. I don't know. You know what? I'm gonna start reaching out. Reach out. Let's get into these toys, guys. Let's get into it. So Teddy Rock's been huge, huge toy. Definitely. Ooh, John Fogerty's gonna be down at the Win. That's nice. Let's see. Barbie. Barbie. Can never go wrong with Barbies, guys. I can't tell you the nights I stayed awake. Getting the right temperature was the issue. Yeah, that is. Once you got it dialed in, I heard good things about it, though. Barbie, man, I can't tell you how many nights I stayed up putting together Barbie's dream house, Barbie's cruise boat, Barbie's buggy. Oh, man, my daughter had all sorts of Barbie stuff going. That's how we spent most Christmases. Christmas Eves, I'm putting together watching a Christmas Story. Rubik's Cube. That's something you don't hear every day anymore. Man, that was big in the 80s. I remember having one and never being able to put it together, man. Never being able to get it. I get more no's than yes. However, it never hurts to ask. 100% back to retro. 100%, man. I like what you're doing over there. You're doing good stuff. I had this ET, the one in the middle. ET was big, man. These plush toys. There was a plastic one I had that was pretty cool too. Who had some ET toys? I think Lonnie probably did. Eric, what about you? Let's see. Play School, Sesame Street, Poppin' Pals. Who remember these things, man? Um, these were fun as shit. My daughter loves her Barbie stuff. Yeah, Barbie, you can't go wrong, man. Um, I remember this as a little kid. These were fun, man. These were fun. But you gotta be little, like unless you're a stoner, then you're like, wow, look. Let's see what else we got here. He-Man. Oh shit, man, I loved me some He-Man. Um, I had a Castle Grayskull. I had Snake Mountain. And I had the slime one. Do you guys remember the slime one where like the claw would come up and it would trap the guy and then the slime would come down? I made the mistake of sliming Moss Man one time and it didn't work out too well. Moss Man didn't the slime couldn't come out of Moss Man. Back to retro, my friend said that about girls. He asked every girl he met to have sex. He got slapped lots, but 1 out of 100 will say yes. That was always the gimmick, right? That like you go to a bar, there's 100 women in there, 1 out of 100. You're like, that's a lot of rejection, though. That's a lot of rejection. Yeah, I love me some He-Man. And then later on, when I became a wrestling fan, the AWA Remco figures were the same size as He-Man. So I was able to use He-Man, and the He-Man figures had a belt. Look, he has like a little championship belt on him already. So I was using He-Man to take on the Road Warriors. I think one match I did have was He-Man and Man at Arms versus the Road Warriors. I think that match did happen. Road Warriors went over. Road Warriors went over. What about She-Ra, Princess of Power for the girls, man? Um, you know, it was funny was we were watching 8-Bit Christmas, and I had all the He-Man figures. He-Man was the shit, man. I never had a Ram Man. Ram Man was one of the ones I didn't have, and he was kind of a cheap one because he was just like all plastic, like hard plastic. But yeah, Ram Man. I didn't have Ram Man. What was I gonna say? Um, oh, She-Ra. And we were watching 8-Bit Christmas, and he was saying that he had to wear girl shoes for in like fourth, fifth grade, whatever it was. And his daughter's like, girl shoes? Like they make shoes different for boys and girls. Like, you didn't understand the 80s and the 90s, kid. You definitely didn't understand. He-Man was gay if you watch it now. I'm not going to argue with you, Lonnie. I'm not going to argue. What about this thing, man? The speak and spell. I never actually had a speak and spell, but seems pretty cool. Like my friends of mine did. Robert Witzel and family had a speak and spell. Um, remember what was the song? Limp Bizkit song, right? Meh, 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 where they used the speak and spell in there. Oh man, speak and spell. That was a good one. Oh shit. McDonald's Nugget Buddies. Just the Happy Meal toys in general. Who didn't have a ton of fucking Happy Meal toys laying around, man? Like you didn't even have to get a Happy Meal. You would fucking have the toy somehow. These things were like the devil's toys. They just pop up like a Ouija board out of nowhere. I don't remember the Berenstein Bear ones, but man, I remember the Hot Wheels. I remember they had some cool ones at times. They had some dumb ones too, but they had some cool ones at times. I remember Burger King had Thundercats when it first came up, and they had a ring, and the ring had one of those real cheesy hologram. Like if you move it left to right, and like wouldn't call it a hologram. I don't know what the fuck you want to call it, but like a 3D image mover changer thing. And but it was the eye of the sword. You remember thunder, thunder, Thundercats? Oh, and then Rosie looked at me like, "What the fuck?" And then the sword, the eye would change, and it would turn into like the Thundercat sword. So the Burger King had a ring. It was big. It was like it went on your face. So I put it on a sword, man. I made the Thundercat fucking sword. I glued that fucker on. At first, I tried to bend the ring part to fit the sword, and the ring thing broke. So I broke the other side, and I got super glue, and I glued it on. So I had a Thundercat's fucking sword, man. Didn't look anything like it, but it had the eye, and that was enough in my mind. The Eye of Thundra. I should sue the speak and spell. Didn't help me spell my spell. Didn't help me spell any better. But yeah, I remember that, man. That was pretty cool. What was it called? The Eye of Thundra. You know what? Let me look that up. Eye of Thundra. Eye of the tiger is the thrill of the fight. Burger King toy. I remember it was Burger King too, man. Like I remember it specifically. King toy. Let's see if I can find it here. There it is, right fucking there. Wouldn't you know? Burger King toy ring. Let's see if I can get an image of it to share with you guys. There it is. Thunder, thunder, Thundercats. Oh, let me get this for you guys. Yeah, the rest of the toys were kind of garbage. I'm not gonna I'm not gonna I'm not gonna lie. But the ring, one ring to rule us all. Yeah, there was like a cup and the action figure. Yeah, the ring, it was a bunch of bullshit that they gave you. Let me go back here. Let me go here. Do 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 do. All right. All right. Not what I wanted to do. Not what I wanted to do. Oh, here we go. Here it is, guys. Look at that. That was the ring, and it would turn into the eye. I want to find the McDonald's Back to the Future toys. Oh man, we should look that up. Yeah, so there it is, guys. I don't know what I was expecting, but that was it. That was the ring that I love so much. You know what? Let's look that up. Let's look up. Is it McDonald's? McDonald's Back to the Future toys. Let's see what we got here. They got some on eBay. Is it from 91? Is that the one that you were talking about, Back to Retro? Let's see here. Let me share the screen. Are these the ones you're talking about, Back to Retro? There we go. Yes, the 91. So what do we got? We got they're just the plastic ones, right? Are they super rare? Is that what it is? Um $4.99 in stock. Oh shit! I'll send. You know what? I'll send this over to you, Back to Retro. They're on eBay. You can buy them now for $3.99 each. You can get 3 or more for $3.49. Check your local eBay. But yeah, um, one ring to rule them all. Haha, my daughter hates when she eats onion rings or calamari, and I say that to her. Um, You know what's awesome, man? My son was freaked out. My ex-wife painted a picture of Gollum, like a oil painting, real nice. I still have it. It's pretty cool. But he fucking hated Gollum. I had a toy like a Neko figure of Gollum. Boy, my son still to this day, he's like 23 years old. He hates Gollum, man. He hates him. The Wild West sunglasses from Arby's. Oh, we're gonna have to look that up. The Wild West, where am I at here? The Wild West. What is it? The Wild West sunglasses. Arby's. Holy shit. Those those were from Arby's? Check these out. Those were from Arby's? Oh, let me there we go. There we go. Those things are tough, man. From fucking Arby's, coolest toys I remember from BK were the Alf puppets and the Super Tunes. 3 Back to the Future sunglasses from Pizza Hut. Really? Where am I at here? There we go. Wild West. Those things are tough, man. Are those are really from fucking Arby's? That's really fucking weird. Oh, and then Back to the Future sunglasses. Is that what we're looking at? Back to the Future sunglasses from where? Pizza Hut. What about Mac Tonight glasses? Who remembers those? Because it's Mac. Holy shit. Those are actually kind of cool, man. Those are actually way cool. Look at that. That's the whole ad for them. You had these ones that were like, oh man, you know what? Those are actually cool. Those are actually way cool. Solar shades is what they were called. What a marketing thing. What a marketing thing. McDonald's, those were cool. McDonald's meal transformers. This has turned into all of a sudden the best fucking Happy Meal toys of all time. Let's look at that. Let's look at that. Best Happy Meal toys of all time. Oh, shit. Oh, man. Oh, here we go, guys. Here we go. We got Inspector Gadget. Oh, who remembers the handheld games? I remember that. I like the Matchbox cars. You know what I liked about the Matchbox is or the Hot Wheels is the box, the Happy Meal box turned into like a garage and a set. I thought that was like really cool. I like play sets and stuff. They did Furbies for a little bit. As we can click on one of these. Oh, it's a video. It's a video. Changeables. That's kind of cool. The real Ghostbusters. What? Yeah, sometimes they had some pretty cool toys, man. They had some fucking bullshit ones too. I ain't gonna lie. Like these Star Wars ones were complete bullshit. Like with the bobblehead, I didn't like those kind of toys. Spectre Gadget, that's a cool one. Oh wow, look at that. He had a watch, legs. Oh man, that's actually way cool. And then you would probably get one every fucking deal, right? That's kind of cool. That's kind of Inspector Gadget. Was that the Matthew Broderick one? Minions. That's cool. The Incredibles. See, I didn't like it. Like you would get like they would have like two action figures and then like the giant baby that wouldn't just go with it. You need to have them all matching. They have to be the same size so they're all interchangeable. I have an old picture of me in the burger gel. That's fucking awesome, Lonnie. That's way awesome. Fraggle Rock ones, that's cool. Down to Fraggle Rock, down to Fraggle Rock. Toy Story ones, those were cool. Those were cool. I remember the kids getting those. That weird Ronald McDonald, that the fucking plushie one. That thing was weird. McDonald's Crocs. What the heck? Oh man, a lot of memories, man. A lot of good memories. Do you guys remember hitting an age where the Happy Meal just wasn't enough? The Happy Meal just wasn't enough anymore. And you were like looking for that other burger. You're looking for some more fries. And your mom's like, maybe it's time to get you a big boy meal. And you're like, but the toy. I love me some Fraggle Rock, man. Fraggle Rock rocks. Broken Brain, man. Fraggle Rock's the shit. All right, guys, I'm going to get out of here. We went an hour and a half this morning. Nice. I think that's going to be the flow of things from now on with the little waking up a little later, being able to do the show a little later. I kind of like the free flow of it. All right, guys, I'm going to get on out of here, man. If it weren't for the movie Idiocracy, we probably wouldn't have known about Crocs. That's true. That is true. All right, guys, I'm going to get on out of here, man. I appreciate you. I'll be back, hopefully, if the weather permitting. It seems like the wind is settling down a little bit out there. Little bit. Let's hope. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Thank you so much, man. This was a good show, really good show. All right, guys, we will be back at 4:00, weather permitting. Hopefully, I still have my satellite dish up on my Starlink up on the roof. All right, guys, we will see you at 4:20. Have a good one. Take care of one another. Breathe in the positivity. Exhale that negativity, guys. Shake off the bullshit. I know it's hard. Believe me, I know it's hard, guys. But get out there. Be the difference you want to change in the world. Every day is a day to be better, guys. So let's do it. If you take it, you know what? Take a step back. You can always take 2 steps forward the next day, guys. Nothing's a loss. Let's make it happen. Let's be the difference out in the world, guys. I'll see you at 4:00. Have a good one, guys. See ya.
Thank you for joining us on the It's 420 Somewhere podcast. Broadcasting worldwide and brought to you by thedailydank.com. Check out our merchandise and amazing content. And follow us on all our social media. Now, you don't have to go home, but you can't stay here.
Have a good one, guys. Be the glitch in the Matrix.